Remember to support me on Patreon to get more figures faster. Hey out there, YouTube! Because it's a leap year, I had one extra day to finish another figure in the month of February. So let's do so with the last part of Electrical Geek's commission, Zespio! Zespio, as you probably figured out, is Espio's perpendicular zone equivalent, who of course is also a zone cop. Now, there was one thing about the zone cop mythos that I didn't really mention, and that is that when the Sonic Universe comic started, they were building up some huge war between the Zone Cops and Eggman Nega. And this had caused damage to the No Zone and was straining the Zone Cops' resources. This was going to be a big deal. And it just kind of petered out without anything ever happening from it because of the Super Genesis wave. So we were denied a really cool payout to a storyline because of legal issues with the comic. And that just sucks. But let's get rid of the negativity and make the toy now. Okay, so the base figure is of course going to be Espio, but there is one thing. This is the second form of Espio that had the bicep swivels, and I don't know why, but his forearm pieces are the same length as his shin pieces, giving him ludicrously long arms. I really couldn't stand to see this anymore, and I saw my opportunity to finally fix this with this figure. What I did was I shortened those forearms, like, quite a bit. Those little plugs of plastic I cut off are almost 1/4 of an inch long. And then when reinserted back into the gloves, they actually make arms that are the proper length for the character. Of course, it's not exactly seamless because you can see where the arms suddenly become a lot thinner at the cut point because they don't taper off naturally anymore. But once all the sculpting on the armor for his gauntlets is in there, you really can't see it. So, you know, I wouldn't really do this to a regular SBO because the transition's not completely smooth, but in this case it worked out pretty well. Like the other Zone Cops, there was a little bit of modification done to the boots as well. I cut off the giant cuffs around SBO's boots so I'd have room to do my own sculpting, and basically just made those semi-knee-high boots that he has. You know, they kind of go like almost a knee, but not quite. And don't worry, the ankle pivot still works. Although it's not really an ankle pivot, it's just an ankle swivel. But regardless, it still works. We didn't sacrifice articulation for this. The body, it's just like he has his belt, then he has that big collar thing that all the Zone Cops have. Nothing too special there. Zespio also doesn't wear a helmet. I think it's because his head already naturally has a crest. So it's just kind of like a visor with those little rabbit ear things on either side of his head. I like to think that they're epic Bluetooths or something. So with that, let's take a look at the completed Zespio. So here's our completed Zespio. I like him. He looks really cool. Okay, so the plastic I use for his visor isn't the same kind of gumball machine bubble I used for the other two Zone Cops. I didn't have any more of those, and besides, Zespio's head is the wrong shape, so it would fit anyway. So it's just like a piece of an action figure bubble that I cut to the right shape. I kind of like how there's a hole cut in the middle of it for his horn. It kind of makes it like I can't possibly have a visor that like okay, Zespio can't remove his visor without also removing his headset. Unless how is that even staying on? He has no ears. I'm not even gonna think about it. But when you put the three of them together, they look pretty cool, don't they? Yeah, we got us a little Zone Cop trio here. Yeah, this is a really nice little series I made. I enjoy these guys. I think they look pretty awesome. Thanks for commissioning this, Electrical Geek. Alright, so that's the month of February. Happy Leap Day, everyone. And if your birthday is on February 29th, then happy birthday.